YouTube, and welcome to another boxing, and welcome to take 2. First take got rudely interrupted by nameless individuals that do not seem to think my time is as valuable as theirs because I don't stream the video gameplay little bit that I do. So I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb and start all over again. So, today's unboxing is a little from the norm that I do, which is my purses. But it is still an unboxing that I would recommend you watch, especially if you are in the petite category. And as you know, petite does not always mean skinny. Petite is, what I call myself, hobbit size, under 5'4". It has its blessings if you're in a popular size shoe. You might just know you're going to find your size shoe. But it sucks when it comes to maxi dresses like what I'm wearing today. A very lucky find. This is from the Time and True collection over at Walmart. Which, if you're a plus size, their sizes do run a size up. So, you will have to watch how you size it. But yeah. This reaches to just the tops. You got what I mean. It hits just the top of my foot. So yeah, finding something like this. Oh, and yeah, something with a smocked waist, so I don't get asked the number one question that I love most in the world, which is the pregnant question. I grabbed it. And hey, the fact that I needed a 1X, even better. But yeah, with stuff like this, I have to wear these types of shoes. Yeah. These are a staple in this short/petite woman's closet. Chunky boots, chunky heels, wedges, that type of stuff. And it seems this year, the fashion industry has kindly decided to send me back 20 years to high school. Because the jeans that I'm not the biggest fan of, 1 out of 2, have decided to make their comeback. Yes, I'm talking about the flare jean, or the wide leg jeans. Yeah. I relate to that meme that's going around with the muddy bottoms all too well. Little fun fact about me. I was wearing flares before they came back in fashion in the 90s and 2000s. Yes, in 1997 I started wearing flare legs, bell bottoms, and I wore old school ones. My grandmother kept hers. And says shopping, I wore hers. And yes, for about 2 years, I endured a lot of comments I will not repeat on this channel. Yeah, but suffice it to say, when they came back in fashion again, along with the chunky platforms, it was a game changer. Because as I was able to wear flares with chunky platform shoes and still retain my grandmother's flares and, yeah, kind of a when people, the same people that would go, "Where'd you get your jeans? In the trash?" I hate to tell you, but those are not authentic wide legs. Thank you, random person I don't ever talk to. I will get a hold of Dr. Strange and have him put me in a timeline back to my grandmother's era, and I'll tell her they're not authentic. Because you said so. You're going to be working for Vogue when? So, I'm being a bit of a rebel this time after being spoiled so long by the skinny jeans, the ankle jeans. Yeah. Platforms are fun, but so are the cute flats, the kitten heels. I'm going to be holding off on the flare legs as long as possible because I'm short. And even flare legs on a short person, yeah. You got that extra 3 to 4 inches in a petite size, so you're 5 foot like me. Enough said. And I don't know about you, but I can't wear platforms at work. So, this is kind of a rebellion to that, this pair of jeans. And this is worth staying in tune for because this is actually from the short line of White House Black Market. And their stuff really is nice. So, give it a shot. As always, my Amazon safety knife. Kids, even with an Amazon safety knife, get your parents to supervise you. And always cut away from you, either that side or that side. But either way, you cut away from you. Even though these are designed by nature not to be slicey, you don't want to get nicked by that. Yes. So, put the knife down carefully. We are going to open and reveal the new pair of jeans I got from White House Black Market. I've been looking very forward to this, again, as a short person, and as a short person that has lost over 40 pounds. And then my channel is worth it because me being on this planet as long as I have, being so short, granted, while I may not be one of the senior editors at Vogue, I have learned a lot of useful hacks to rock clothing while being short. So, this is one of them. If you cannot find a petite, opt for a short length or cropped pants or the capris, because most capris are designed for women like 6 foot in mind. A pair of capri pants is an ankle pant on me. Yeah. Kind of a chuckler. It makes summer suck because trying to find shorts, I've just given up on it. And I'm not wearing basketball shorts anymore because I'm no longer that weight anymore. I just stick with skirts or just endless miserable searching for shorts with an inseam. So in the meantime, though, while the weather is still a little on the iffy side, I'm going to be enjoying these. The short length, and more importantly, not the flare. Now, I have enough flare of my own. My hair's got enough flare on its own. I happily embrace the big, chunky platforms again. But I'm not embracing the flares. I did my time with those. They're as bad as those low-cut jeans, if you ask me. Which, if you did, great. If you didn't, okay, respect that, cool. But that's another thing I'm not doing either. Yeah, much got Britney Spears' abs. Yeah. And sad to say, that's another reason I do not like flares. They remind me of the Britney Spears tripping incidents, which back then, regretfully, I was one of the rotten haters that made fun of her endlessly for tripping. And it wasn't my place to do. I had no right to do that. And yeah, it was judgmental, it was cruel, and it was wrong. You could have the best tailors in the world and the most comfortable pair of heels in the world, but, how do you expect anyone to keep the balance when you got 1,000,001 shots of flashes going in their face and then while holding a baby? Yeah. So I will always regret doing that, and on the off chance, if Brittany would ever catch this, I really am sorry for doing that. I have learned from that, and I don't do that anymore. I don't tear people down. I will not do that. And that is always the goals of my videos, is to empower, entertain, and drop some silica packs there. Good way to redirect my attention to the camera, but my apology still stands. And I still don't want to do flares, so here we go. This is the Everyday Soft Straight Crop. I'm going to turn the label in for you to see here. And it definitely does feel soft, which is a huge perk in jeans. I'd never liked the stiffness of jeans, but yes. And on the safe side, I usually always start with a size up. My old size 16. Because just in case it is designed to hang a little lower on the hips, not all the way down here. Which if it did, not even Spanx would save those. But if it goes here, okay, I can work with that. I just have to work with a 16. My 14 is primarily up here. Which I have not complained about that. The high-waisted jeans, yes. I'm unapologetically a fan of those. I'm going to span the camera back a little bit to give you a full-length view. Yes, and for any motion sickness you may get, Dramamine is your friend. Or if you're in the crunchy community, ginger tea. Here we go, folks. Look at that. I know at first glance, you'd roll your eyes and go, oh, capris. Or, well, yeah, they're not much different than a capri. But look at this. Look what happens when I hold it up to me. Under this voluminous skirt, which I'm going to lift up a little bit. Scandal, scandal, I'm showing my ankle. Stop the presses. Yeah. There we go. A little salsa there for today. Look at that. Right at my ankle. So yes, I would have to break out the fun colored socks for this. But I would rather rock my fun colored mismatched socks that I actually have been trademarking, especially at work, for quite a few years. Yes. Little funny fact about me, it was a joke at Amazon when they were doing their Prime Week, which will be coming up. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, because this is around the time they usually start planning it. And the deals are good. But in order to prep us, they had us do fun activities, and one of the activities was Crazy Sock Day. And because I had been known for my loud and flashy mismatched socks, the joke was a crazy sock for me would be matching socks. Yeah. How's that for being notorious? Yes, another fun fact about me. I was a nerd long before being a nerd became cool. So, yeah. I will be trying these on after I get off the camera with you to make sure they fit, see how they fit, and more importantly, follow up with any observances. Again, as a short person. Because a big risk that we short people take is stuff not hanging on us the same way it does for a taller counterpart. Like this maxi skirt, perfect example, how it hangs a lot differently on me. On somebody 5'10", this would hang a lot differently. So, again, this is the Everyday Soft Straight Crop at the White House Black Market. They do also have petite jeans. A little word of advice though, the petite jeans, when they usually come, they usually do go rather quickly. And that is why I love White House Black Market so much. Because they have petites. That is why for the longest time I really didn't go into Express too much. But now that they're making petites more of a mainstay, I've been going back to them. Yes, I love the Express stores too, but it would be a little difficult when you go in looking for a short and they had longs, they had averages, but you never had your shorts. Either in bigger sizes or smaller sizes. And while I do not mind an awesome pair of suspenders, I don't always want to do that. So, plus it's a little bit of a pride for me being able to do White House Black Market, because a few years ago, all I was able to afford to do was look, even at an outlet. So this is a big part of reclaiming a wardrobe that was lost to me, and not only reclaiming my past self, but melding it with a future self that lives double. Not only to honor myself, but to honor my son and empower my girls. That whether you're thrifting or whether you're fashioning, and preferably doing both if you can find a high-end consignment shop. Be true to you. Dress to please you. Don't worry about them. Unless you're in a super strict corporate field, that is the only time you worry about what somebody else thinks. Or if you have a strict dress code. Okay. Respect it, because you would wear a uniform preferably one day. If you go into the military, you're going to have to wear a uniform. Go up to your drill sergeant and tell them, you're policing what I wear. You would have a nice DD-214 afterwards. Certain courtrooms you go into, if you're not dressed nice and sharp, you will get told to leave the courtroom. There's just two examples, but that does happen. So even if you have to adhere to a dress code, there are ways you can still be true to you. And I'll share that. But as I don't want to hit the 20-minute mark, and I do want to try these on, I am going to sign off for now. Thank you for coming to this unboxing, even though it's a little different than what I normally do. I really hope you find it worthwhile. And as always, if you like my content, subscribe to it. The views are amazing. I love seeing how many views I get. I need the subscribers too, so please subscribe to my videos, because you're awesome. I'm awesome. Let's make Bill and Ted proud and be awesome to each other. All right, over and out. Stay tuned for the sequel.